G'day everybody and welcome down to the Peanut Farm today for this week's edition of SFNL TV. An historic day for the Southern Football Netball League today as St Kilda City hosts St Paul's for the first ever Pride Shield in support of the LGBTI community. The ground is awash with colour and there's plenty of atmosphere and excitement. Let's go see what's happening.
My story though is a positive one because at the end of the day, my teammates couldn't care less. I felt silly for thinking that I had to hide it for so long because they were so accepting and down to earth, and it made me...
We know that 1 in 6 LGBTI young people have actually attempted suicide. You know, they are real statistics for people that we know are still here and are still alive. This work that you're doing today is fantastic because unfortunately, as you know, homophobia, biphobia and transphobia are still alive and well right across Victoria, and it's fantastic to see both clubs, so I congratulate both clubs and everybody playing today, everybody involved in the Greyhound and all the sponsors, because this makes a difference.
And joining me now is Jason Ball, a Yarra Glen footballer and the first footballer to come out as gay at any level. Jason, welcome to SFNL TV, big fella.
No worries, thanks for having me. What a great day.
Mate, it's absolutely fantastic. Now, you've come out in 2012, and how much in that time, how far do you think society has come in accepting gay people, lesbians and gay footballers in particular?
Well, I think the football world in particular has come a long way in those 4 years, and you just have to look at what's happening tonight with the Pride game at Etihad Stadium, combined with grassroots suburban footy leagues like the SFNL and the Pride Shield that they're doing, similar initiatives in the VAFA and in AFL Yarra Rangers to show that, you know, I think the football community has matured a lot in the last few years, and I think it is people's stories, whether that's my story or, you know, there are even players' stories in the SFNL and in the VAFA of people who have come out and have spoken up about the impact of homophobic language and how that made them feel like they weren't welcome in the game. And I think through education and, you know, visible symbolic initiatives like this, we're going a long way towards making it more inclusive so that the LGBTI community do feel welcome in sport.
And you're an advocate for the LGBTI community and mental health as well. Tell us a little bit about the work you do in that space.
So I'm an ambassador for beyondblue, who are the national initiative to tackle depression and anxiety. And for the LGBTI community, they face significantly higher rates of depression and anxiety and attempted suicide when compared to the rest of the community. And that's because of the discrimination and the isolation that they face in society. And so beyondblue have taken it upon themselves to raise awareness about the impact of discrimination on mental health, the impact of homophobic language on a person's mental health and well-being. And then when you combine that with sport, sport is a really great thing for a person's mental health, whether it's the physical activity or the social aspects that come from playing, especially in a team sport. So for the gay community to feel excluded from that, or for there to be a lot of homophobic language or behaviour within sport, just further compounds the negative mental health outcomes that they already face. And so by, you know, having these visible rainbow symbols in a football match, it's this message of acceptance coming from a place where you expect it the least, and it's sort of these two worlds combining in terms of suburban football and the LGBTI community, which I think is here in St Kilda, it actually makes a lot of sense, and it's a really great thing to see.
Yeah, definitely. And how important do you think days like this are at community level for community sporting organisations?
Look, community sporting organisations are often struggling to find players, volunteers, members for their clubs. And when you think about the fact that 10% of the community are from the LGBTI community and they don't feel safe and welcome, it's actually a great opportunity to grow the game and get more people involved in the game with something simple like this gesture of a Pride Shield, to reach out to that community, say, no, you are welcome within our sporting club and within our sporting league, which will go a long way towards increasing participation in the game, whether that's as players or even as supporters and members and volunteers and trainers and coaches. I think that's a really fantastic thing.
Well, very well spoken, Jason. It's a pleasure to have you down here today.
My pleasure. Congratulations and thank you for all of the work that you're doing on behalf of the LGBTI community. It means a great deal.
Thanks, mate.
strains that let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
And I'm joined now by the victorious coach of St Paul's Footy Club, Richard Houston. Richard, nice piece of silverware there.
Yeah, it's a lovely piece. Yeah, very good to get.
A lot of the day was focused around the activities for the LGBTI community, but at the end of the day, there was a game of footy that had to be played, hard-fought game, and you guys took the chocolates in the end.
Yeah, look, we really struggled in the first half. St Kilda City nearly kept us scoreless, which wasn't good. Couldn't get our running game going. They were playing good footy, and they were nearly blowing out by 4 to 5 goals at one stage. So to come back like we did against the wind and actually outrun them in the last quarter and put on a couple of goals and win the game was excellent.
Yeah, perfect. You said to me pre-season you've got a side in a bit of a transition, and we saw a lot from a few of your young kids today. That must give you some confidence going into next season and beyond.
Oh, look, definitely. I spoke to the boys at Kilda City before the game as well, and they've got a number out as well, as we have. Every club struggles this time of year, but certainly the young kids are coming through. You know, every week we play one or two new ones, and they just keep on giving us their 100% effort. Yeah.
No worries, perfect. I'll let you go and enjoy the win, mate. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much. Excellent, thanks.
And I'm joined now by the president of the St Kilda City Footy and Netball Club, Nick Porter. Nick, disappointing result, but at the end of the day, a fantastic day for the club.
Yeah, look, in terms of winning and losing is one of the sideline things that happen around a football club on a Saturday. The fact that there was a ripper game on and the scores change is something that when you play, you're involved with. It makes it better, no matter if you win or lose. That, as a sideline to today, further is the Pride match, and it filled us with pride and joy, and as an old-fashioned grandma of mine would say, a gay occasion, and that's exactly what we had today. Even though we lost, I think that the community came good. The community built and made the day a huge success, and we heard from some amazing key speakers, Jason Ball, courageous, gutsy, those sort of things that we talk about with football on the field. We had a really good show of that off the field today, with coming out and being proud of who he is, regardless if people necessarily respect it or don't respect it. He did exactly that. So couldn't be happier from St Kilda City side at the end of the day.
No worries, perfect. And look, a fantastic day obviously put on. What was the ultimate aim for the St Kilda City Footy Club today with the Pride Luncheon and everything?
Look, acknowledgement and understanding, education at the end of the day. As a teacher, I thought it was really important to understand that the homophobic slurs can absolutely cut a person down, and historically and currently it has ended people's lives. So if we were able to stop that, we've got players with younger brothers, we've got players with parents that have come out and are proudly gay, but the shame, which is absolute opposite of pride is still within those players. So if we can break that stigma, if we can break that shame and turn it into pride, proud of their children, proud of their brothers, proud of their sisters, proud of the community, then we've gone a long way to easing any community hassles, any community ill feelings, and bringing the community together.
Absolutely, mate. You're doing some wonderful things down at the St Kilda City Footy Netball Club. Nick Porter, you're a champion. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Will.
So there we have it, folks. St Paul's claimed the inaugural Pride Shield with a hard-fought victory over St Kilda City. But a wonderful day nonetheless put on by the Saints in support of the LGBTI community. That's all we've got time for at the Peanut Farm. We'll see you again next week.